Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Sasquatch Secrets. I'm your host, Nikki Colon, and happy Memorial Day. Hey, it's good to see everybody. The chat is just a jumping. Woof, we're way up there already. People are chatting away. It's good to see everybody. Got a good show for you today, don't I always? Yep, for sure. I'm going to go ahead and bring on my guests. Eric from Nikki Palacios. Welcome. How are you
Nikki,
doing?
Thanks for having me. Doing well. How about yourself?
Good. I'm doing good. Hanging in there. Already starting to get hot. We were talking about the Texas heat already.
Yeah. Catching up.
Got to make sure air conditioner's set right.
That's
now
right.
It comes the summer colds because you got the heat from outside and you're going in and out between the air conditioner and your air conditioner on your car and your, oh my gosh, and the fan running for sure. I got that
cold sweats.
Sore throat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
When you come inside. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's been happening. So I'm glad you can be here to talk about these Bigfoot 911 calls, audios. And I found a few. I wasn't sure how many I was actually going to find. Some of them, I pieced together to make complete, but it's going to be a fun discussion. But let me real quick go over to the chat and see who we've got in the house today. We've got Sharon, of course. Hello, Sharon. Thanks for staying up. B. Lynn. Henry May, good to see you. Let's see. Sandra and Jen. My whole thing is I'm very glitchy. I think it's on my side for some reason.
You look okay to me.
I restarted too. You better get someone out there. Every sonic shape. Wait, it popped up as a I had to check it, but somebody got it for me. Thank you very much. Finding the Trackway. Good to see you. Robert, good to see you. I hope Nikki plays the famous 911, the guy talking about the thing in the back. That's the most famous one. Why would I not play that one? That was the most famous one. And who else do we have that I didn't talk about? I know I saw Danny in there. I saw Danny and Brian. Good to see you. Oh, you guys, I know you're all in there. I see John Ayers up there at the top somewhere. But yeah, it's going to be a good topic, and I'm going to move us around, and I think I'm going to put us like this. There we go. So we're a little bit bigger. And 911 calls. So, oh, you know what? I got to take care of one little thing before I go on. Yeah. We did it. Yay. Thank you guys. I finally hit the 1,000. I finally hit that milestone. And thank you very much. And I didn't know if I was ever going to make it, but I'm happy now. Now I'm content. I'm going to try to put out some more stuff, especially for my members. I'm sorry. I've kind of like, it's spring, and I wanted to get outside and I had a lot of stuff to do out in the garden, and then I hurt myself, and I'm always getting messed up somehow. Every spring, it seems like something happens. But anyway, thank you guys for helping me out with that, and hope for good things to come. It's going to be a busy summer, and we are less than 5 weeks away from the Sasquatch Shindig up in BC, Canada. So that is going to be a blast, and hopefully I can cover all of that for you guys and come back with a bunch of videos for you guys to enjoy. So thank you for that. And of course, it is, oops, I went one too many. Memorial Day. So don't forget to remember and honor those that have fallen in battle. Ooh, what? Oh, B-Lynn, thank you. Oops, I'm hitting the wrong button. I have too many buttons now. See, that's what happens. You get too many. Thank you so much, B-Lynn. Thank you. I appreciate it so much. B and I have had a lot of discussions and maybe more in the future. Hint, hint. So anyway, thank you guys for that. So let's get on to our first one, which is the Harrison County, Texas 911, which you yourself did a complete investigation on. And it's really interesting, right? Because we know there's all kinds of sightings in those areas, and it borders that Texas Louisiana border.
Yeah,
so
you kind of hear a lot about. You see that map, and I think that's where the majority of sightings in Texas are supposed to have taken place, there on the east. Yeah.
So they probably had a little bit of Bigfoot on the mind there when they saw those photos. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to transfer over, and we are going to play that audio for you. So hang tight while I play this audio.
Harrison County.
Yes, ma'am. How are you doing this evening?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
Excellent, excellent. This is a non-emergency call. I have game cameras on my property, and we spotted something, and I hate to even say anything about it. Spotted something that might look like Bigfoot on the game camera. And I was wanting to talk to one of the deputies, or you might know if somebody reported anything like that in the Samuel Murphy area, which is towards the Cognac area. We're on the Lovely Road.
So for that, that would come from, that would get reported to the game warden. Let me get you in touch with one of them. 1 second.
Thank you.
Actually, openly say that.
Yeah. Hello.
Hey, this is Harrison County. I have a gentleman on the other line that would like to report something that's found on his game camera to you. Would you be able to take that call?
He found on his game camera?
Yes, sir.
I'm not liking how this is sounding at all. But yeah, I'll talk to him.
Okay, 1 moment. That was that dude. Okay. Put it in the back of the road. 7420.
Hello.
Hi, is this?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Okay, this is the Harrison County Sheriff's Office. I forgot to grab some details to put in the call notes. He did ask me to go ahead and put it in on our side as well since I transferred him. What was your last name? And what's your first name? And you said it was your game cameras are in the area of where again?
It's well, Lovely Road is. It's in the
Off of Lovely Road. Okay.
It's on the Lovely Road. Yeah.
And Lovely Road comes back as a Marshall address, right?
Right.
Okay. 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 Let me make sure. I think that's all. Okay. Yes, that's all. That's all I needed, Mr. Thank you very much.
Okay,
well, in fact,
so
I did all the beep.
That's the
I
gist
did all the beep on that.
of
Yeah.
Yeah, this one here is all Eric and his video. Now, all the links to all what you're going to hear today are all down below. I'm pretty sure I put everything. Okay, so you're going to be able to go back and you can hear all these again. I've got Eric's channel and the videos that I used for him all down there. And follow up to this is I believe I put it down there as well. So you should find everything. Now, explain the process real quick on getting your FOIA.
Well, yeah, I'd heard about this. It was September 10th. I'd seen it in a group or something like that. Someone had posted or reposted Harrison County's original post on their Facebook group. And I saw it and I wasn't really sure what to make of it, but I saw that it actually had a incident number on there. And so with that, I was able to write a FOIA request, a detailed one saying, hey, you know, I know this exists because here's the incident number. So they really couldn't deny it at that point. So I wrote up the FOIA request. I sent it into the Harrison County Sheriff's Department, and they said they actually transferred the call to the Texas Parks and Wildlife Department. And so that is kind of weird. Like, it kind of makes you think, does every county in Texas transfer their Bigfoot calls or their unknown animal calls to the Texas Parks and Wildlife? It just kind of makes you think a little bit about that. So they did say they had the call and the actual call sheet, and you're showing the call sheet right there. I received that the next day, actually, after I sent the FOIA request, and that's really never happened before. That's the fastest I've ever received any information from a FOIA request. And then it did take me a couple of days to get the actual call because they sent it on a USB drive, US mail. But I did have it, and it had three calls on there. The call that you heard is actually a series of 3 calls taking place. The first was a guy calling, pretty much saying everything that you guys heard. That call was then transferred from the person whoever handled the call to the game warden, and you can hear in the background. Could you hear the gunshots? They're like at a gun range or something. They're just going off.
Oh, that's it. Okay.
Yeah, they're like, he must be at a gun range because you can hear the shots in the background.
Yeah.
So anyways, he ends up saying, all right, fine, we'll take it. And then she calls back getting all the information in between there. So it's a real quote unquote Bigfoot call that came into the sheriff's department. And, luckily it had the information that I needed in there to write the FOIA request, and got that information, got the call sheet. I actually got the person's number. All the stuff you guys are seeing right there, I actually redacted myself. All the information that I had previous to, or all the information that I got was unredacted. So I didn't want to put that out there with the guy's, information. Right. I didn't want to dox him or whatever. So I actually went through and I did the beeps on the audio. I redacted some of this information there. So I had his phone number and I called the guy, and he was really sincere. Wasn't really a Bigfoot person, so to speak. He did mention of another incident he had heard about in the neighboring county, I want to say. But really genuine, really nice guy. And that was pretty much the process of me getting that call.
Right. Well, here's the picture. John can't wait anymore. He wants to see the picture.
That's the area, actual picture right there. Yeah. Right. And it's a weird picture. You can't really tell right off the bat what it is.
Yeah, no, you can't. And it looks like it would be huge if it was really that far away.
Right. Yeah, there's some distant stuff going on there. But and then, the fact that the people were laughing in the background, it's kind of disrespectful. And I at first I wasn't really sure why more people didn't report their calls and stuff like that. But after hearing this, now I can kind of understand why we don't get more of these, honestly.
I mean, it seems kind of natural that is what happens when you have something like a cryptid or, with Bigfoot, that it is taken as a joke in the majority of the US or wherever, it's not considered real. And they don't really take into account how many people have actually reported an encounter and find that right. So it's all a joke. And I think it probably happens more often than we know, but this was captured on audio. It was still recording when stuff was going on. I'm sure a lot more happens when the mics are off, and we all have
definitely
numbers of hot mic situations out there on the news media and what have you. But for sure. So this is the picture, okay, that he saw on his game cam. And this is it blown up. So you could take a better look at that. And right. Trackway kind of agrees with me.
I mean, I've heard everything from bird to pile of sticks, burned pile of sticks to
And this was just, I didn't find the exact picture. I was kind of in a rush because I did all this yesterday. But yeah, it kind of just seems like a bird getting ready to land, and his wings are kind of this way. And I swear he's looking right at the camera, but I see a little feather in there. Lines, those straight lines that are coming off the ground.
I do see those lines. Yeah, I do see those lines.
And there was also another popular Bigfoot photo that had a black object similar to this one, and I think it was faked or fact, whatever that one was, that they
I think I remember that
it.
one.
Yeah, and
it was like a crow or something. Yeah,
something like that. Yeah, I meant to go look for that too. I just didn't have time. So, but it's still a Bigfoot call. I mean, they're in a kind of crazy area that's known for having Bigfoot sightings. So a little bit of Bigfoot on the brain, maybe that I don't know. We don't know.
It's a bird is the most realistic answer. I do have someone that said they were analyzing it. That was like about 3 months ago. I haven't heard anything back. But yeah, hopefully we'll be able to put this to bed once I get a real analysis. It's interesting.
Yeah,
it is interesting.
I think it could be cleaned up. It's not that blurry. It is blurry, but it's because of distance.
Right.
Who knows? They could maybe pull out a little bit of more definition just to see if those are really feathers. But I think that's what it is. Still an interesting call, and interesting to see how the authorities handle that kind of call. Right.
To me, that was one of the more interesting parts. The fact that we had the fact that it was transferred, the fact that some of the people that were taking the call were laughing. There's a lot to digest in there, honestly.
Right. The tone in their
voice. Exactly. The tone in their voice. It's not as excited or as adrenaline filled as some of these other calls we're going to hear.
What did she say? B said, Nikki, also the so-called Bigfoot and baby on its side picking up apples. People said it was just an owl flying by. Which one is that?
I don't know about that one. Sounds interesting.
I know. I think I know which one, but interesting, right? Now I'm going to have to go look for that one after this. But that was an interesting case, and being that you're researching all of, Texas pretty much on these type of incidents that have actual numbers associated with them, with facts, right? They have to have these type of written reports that are there.
There was no doubt that this was a real call. That's 100%.
Right.
We know that. The documentation is there to prove that. So there's no arguments about that. I really wish that for every 911 call that's out there, there would be a paper trail that we could follow saying, we know for a fact this call came into X sheriff's department, but it's really few and far between.
Thanks, Eyes. She said it was the Vermont picture of the game cam.
I don't remember that.
I'm talking too fast. I can't undo it. Up by New York, Joe had him on his show for that one. Cool. Taking a quick look. That would have been B sending me something. Okay, cool. That one. The one with the Bigfoot reaching down, and to me it looks like a ghillie suit. I will always see a ghillie suit. I will not see a Bigfoot. But I know Calls is big on and did the investigation fully on that one.
Oh, okay. I think I know which one it is. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
to me that one looked like an owl. That kind of looked like feathers to me. Yeah.
Oh, I lost it now. Where did I do with it?
That one kind of looked like, if I'm thinking of the same one, it might not be the same one. I don't know.
Oh, well, see, I don't see, I definitely see like a a shape, but I can't get over the white splotches on there. And I think it's just going through the suit. But he had it analyzed and all that stuff. We just don't know. We weren't there. And I don't know. Let me see. I don't want to lose the show by trying to pull up a bunch of stuff here. Hold on to your knickers. Let's see what happens. All kinds of ads. Hold on one second. I thought it was a photo and it's a video. Oh, it's straight. Oh, whoop, wait. Okay, here we go. Stop. Now. So oops. Here we go. Okay, so this is the photo that we're talking about right here.
Yeah.
Let me get that bigger a little bit there. So, who knows, right?
Yeah. I think that's a different one than I was thinking about, but.
Oh, Tristan sent me the photo too. Thank you, Tristan. I just went ahead and pulled up the whole video. So what?
Oh no, I see the owl. I can definitely see the owl now. Yeah, I see like two arms on the sides, like getting ready to flap. Like it's coming down. The head is at the top bump up there. It's like I see it kind of like spread eagle, kind of like this, like arms halfway out. Yeah, it looks like an owl from the back to me. Yeah. Yeah. I can see that now. Yeah. That's the one. It's just like
that one I don't see, but the eyes can play tricks on you. What do you guys see? Tell me in the chat there. What do you see in that picture right there? A ghillie suit, a Bigfoot with a baby, or an owl. Let me know. Let me see what you guys think that is. Take that off. So, oh man, it made me lose my. Oh, that's okay. I can pull it back up for the next thing. So anyway, was there anything else interesting that guy had to say before we move on to the next one?
No, I mean, that was pretty much it. I was happy that he was able to give me that information, and he wasn't really shy or anything. He was pretty upfront and straightforward with me. Didn't know what it was. Didn't really have any idea what it was. He said Bigfoot just because to him it looked big, and yeah, that was pretty much it. Hadn't seen anything like that before. Yeah.
Okay then. So let's move on to the next one. And how do I do that? It won't let me. Gonna make me do that every time, really? Oof. It lost me
Oh no.
when I went to pull up that one. Hold on. It's gonna have to feed through. Okay. Oh. Okay. I was like, is anything happening? Okay, so the next one we have is the Kitsap, Washington State audio, the most famous one that is heard on everybody's podcast, on everybody's intros, because it's so dang interesting, right? And we're going to play that. And I separated it into two different parts. That way we could really get the feel for that. So here we go. I'm going to play that one.
911, what are you reporting? I got a strange going on out here. Something just killed my dog. Something killed your dog? My dog went flying through the air over the tree. I don't know how it did it. Okay. Damn it, I'm really confused. All I saw was my dog coming over the fence, and he was dead when she hit the ground. I didn't see any cars. All I saw was my dog coming over the fence.
So that's kind of scary. Can you imagine that? My dog, losing your dog to something, something real, human or not, you know.
Couple of red flags, but I'll wait till we hear the second one here. But yeah.
Oh, okay. Then let me get to the second one.
911, what are you reporting? I got a strange. 911, what are you reporting? I got a strange going on.
There it goes. Okay. Here's part 2.
911, what are you reporting?
We got someone or something crawling around out here.
Did you see what it was? Was it a person or an animal or?
I can't tell. All I know is that my central light came on and I just happened to glance and see this thing running across the yard. A good-sized man or something. It looks like a man. I don't know what it was. Just that it ran across the yard.
Okay. You've had problems in the neighborhood before?
Yeah, my dog was killed here just recently. I don't know what it was. Whatever it is, it's running. I couldn't catch it if I was going to chase it. But whatever it was standing up. I'm out here looking through the window now and I don't see anything. I don't want to go outside. Jesus Christ, you better...
Sure.
Dia!
Hello?
Get somebody out here.
What's going on now, sir?
That son of a bitch is about 6'9", I don't know.
Do you see him now, sir?
Yes, I'm looking right at him.
Uh-oh. Okay, hang on.
He's right...
Is he in your yard, sir?
Yeah, God, he's big.
Okay, what's he doing in your yard?
He's looking at me.
Oh, and the guy is on foot.
I don't know what... It's a big... real big person. That's all I can say.
Okay, but it is a person.
Yeah, I'd say it was a person or somebody really big. But he's all in black.
Is he a black male or a white male? Did you actually see whether, or was he just wearing black?
He's all black and he's big. He is big.
Okay, good. It stopped on its own. So, yes, Patty, Ron Moorhead went and talked to this gentleman supposedly and tried to claim that he purchased or had ownership of these audios. And there was a couple of places I read that he had stated that you couldn't play these because he owned them. Which didn't make sense. It's public record.
Yeah, there was some weird. I actually did a FOIA request for these calls here because obviously they're like the most famous ones. I really wanted to get the call sheet for it because you think a dead dog, home invader, there'd be some type of paper trail. And then I did hear about the way Ron Moorhead allegedly claimed to have got these and talked to the guy. So from what I understand, I heard an interview and he said that he went to the Rangers station to get these. And I contacted the Kitsap County Sheriff's Department, and they were aware of the calls, but they really didn't confirm or deny they were real. And actually, I have an email on my phone about this. I just got the information maybe a month ago, and so I actually got a call from one of their public records people there. They said, "Hey, we know about this call. It happened so long ago. We're not really sure if this was even, it came into our sheriff's department or whatever. We can't really confirm this was a real call." It's pretty much the information he gave me. And I spoke to the gentleman on the phone and everything like that. He couldn't provide any type of documentation. There was really no paper trail. And the fact that, I know Ron Moorhead said he just walked into the ranger station, got the information, and then walked out. I really don't think that's how it works. At least I've never been able to do that. And I've been doing, journalism for quite a while. I've never just been able to walk out and same day get the information that I'm looking for. You got to submit for it, and it takes a little while to get that. And if he does have the documentation, then I challenge him to show it. Please show it. Why wouldn't? There's nothing wrong with putting that out there with the call. I think every call should come with its own call sheet. So yeah, I mean, that's just my opinion. I have nothing ill against him. It's just if he has it, put it out there,
Yeah.
And the other thing is, like, when they answered the call, it was just like they didn't say Kitsap Sheriff. They didn't really identify themselves who they were. They just said 911. Like, that's kind of like a TV type of thing, And how long did it take him to get the address? Like they kept kind of asking leading questions. Is he walking on 2 feet? Is he walking on 4 legs? Like, or whatever. That's kind of leading. You want a lot of the questions seemed a little bit like leading to me. That's just my opinion.
So for these two, it was 2 different calls, and they were about 2 weeks apart. Okay, they didn't happen one right after the other. It was a little bit of time in there, and the guy was supposedly a credible witness who was a veteran and who was sad about his dog. And it was kind of a German Shepherd or something. So it wasn't a little dog. It was a bigger dog. And it flew supposedly like 35 feet, according to, I don't know if that was Moorhead or the interview where that number came from, other than it was into a statement.
The other thing is just kind of coming to mind, when I did the FOIA request, Washington State has some really interesting FOIA laws. It literally states on there, we do not have to give you any information. Like, that is their bylaw at the bottom. Like, when I have the email here, and it pretty much says, we don't have to do any work to find this. We don't have to give you any information. They really don't. So I really have no idea how he can say he just walked in and they gave it to him. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
Another thing was that supposedly that this gentleman, who I don't have his name, do you even know who it is at all?
Nobody knows, nobody knows his name. And we should have that information.
Supposedly that he stated that he did not see a Bigfoot. It was not a Bigfoot, and that he lawyered up. So where that information came from was also with the Ron Moorhead stuff that I had seen. So I don't know. It would be interesting to learn that information. Matter of fact, I know that Ron is supposed to be on some Bigfoot roundtable here pretty soon. I think it was supposed to happen. It got canceled or something. So I'm gonna get on there and ask him a question about that.
I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with. Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with asking for documentation if you say you have it. Nothing wrong with that.
It's just interesting, where does that come from, and why would somebody lawyer up about something like that?
Yeah, not a lot of information there. Yeah. Yeah, it just kind of seems like every time you research this, it goes to dead ends.
Now, another thing that I did not find was the actual date that it happened.
That's
I
another hard
found
thing, yeah.
many people saying it was early 1990s. And
Right.
then I heard one saying it was in early 1990, where it was 1990. And then I saw some that said 1997. And I'm like,
Yeah,
what?
I've
That's
seen that
a
too, yeah.
jump, a big jump. And I put it on my notes here because I don't know. Who do you believe?
Right.
For this? We don't have that the hard documentation to show exactly when that happened.
Exactly. No, for the last call that we heard, the Harrison County, I can show you the envelope it came in. I can show you the hard drive that I received the calls on. It would be awesome if, why can't we produce the rest of that stuff for the rest of these calls?
I'm not sure if I put the Ron Moorhead interview. Sasquatch Chronicles did interview Ron, and he told the 911 Kitsap story. So you can go to Sasquatch Chronicles and find that. I'm not sure. I may have put that down in the description as well. But I don't know about that one. I may not have.
Yeah.
But it is out there. If you want to hear Ron Moorhead talk about it, it is out there.
For me, it's pretty ambiguous that the sheriff's department couldn't confirm or deny that it was real.
Yeah. Why? It doesn't matter. It wouldn't matter. Why would they hide something like that? Unless it is common in like the state of Washington for them to do complete deniability, that it exists or would exist.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Just
I don't think it would. Yeah. I'm not sure about that. It's just kind of weird all the way around. He says he got it from the Rangers, and I don't think didn't make any sense to me.
Well, it certainly has stirs up a lot of questions, and it on its validity. Was it real? Was it made up? I think the guy sounds sincere, personally. I think he's a really good actor if he was faking that,
Right.
It does seem legit to me. I've always thought of it as legit, and probably will, because it doesn't really matter either way. The 911 calls were made with AI. Which 911? That one? Hi, Jew.
Oh, just wait.
Gotta poo-poo on everything. I'm just kidding. So anyway, it's interesting. The story.
The most famous, the most famous of the calls for sure.
Right, because it's awesome, and anybody who puts it in their intros, I mean, it's classic. I don't get tired of hearing it. I've listened to it how many times, putting it together, and just to hear his inflection, how he's talking. Does it really seem like he's looking at something as he's saying it? And it does. To me, it does. I could see a little skepticism over there on your side.
Yeah,
but
no, I would have acted differently. I think I think we probably would have heard some shots at that point, honestly, instead of him kind of being scared.
Oh man,
at least shots in the air. Something. I don't know.
Yeah. Something. He didn't want to go outside. He made that quite clear. I'm not going out there,
Okay, yeah.
And anyway, so there you have it. There was the 1990s Kitsap County, Washington 911 audios for you. Next, we have the Tim Peeler 911. So who remembers that?
Yeah.
I am going to see.
911, what are you reporting?
There we go. It wants me to hit it like 3 times before it'll advance.
Cleveland County 911. I don't know if I should have called this in or not, but what's going on?
Totally sober.
If I have a camera, I took a picture of it. Took a picture of who? I don't know what it was. He's walking upright like a man. I would not kill it because I was afraid to. But he went back up the mountain. Cleveland County 911. Hello. Can I help you? Yes. This is Tim Peeler. Uh-huh. You probably have my address. Yes, sir. What's going on now? I shined a light on this thing, but I would not shoot it. Okay, what did it look like? It looked like a giant ape with a man's face. But I was afraid to kill it. And it made a whistling sound. He was about 9-10 foot tall with real long arms. I go out there, he gets gone. Then I come back in the house, and he gets back there again, and my dogs are just raising heck. Would I get in any trouble if I shot and killed this beast, this animal, or whatever it is? Would I get in any trouble? I can't answer that question. If he goes too close to me, I will kill him.
So there you go. That is the Tim Peeler 911 audio. And let me switch that over. So this happened. When did this one happen? This one happened sometime right before 2010. So it's also older.
Right.
And he tried taking my beer. Anyway,
it was a funny one. Yeah.
It is. Let me see my notes here. This was in North Carolina. And he claimed that the thing was about 10 feet tall, that it had beautiful hair, yellow hair, straight, that went all the way down, his front. And that it had scared him. But some of the things he's also claimed is that he was telling it to get away, and he has this huge walking stick, and he says he's poking this thing in the belly button with this stick,
Awesome.
and telling it to get.
Well, I mean, we can't ignore the fact that, he obviously sounds like he's under the influence of something.
Yeah, according to him, he had 6 beers. I think that was him.
Okay.
Maybe that's one of the other ones I have here. I have 2 that are kind of there was alcohol involved. But he does call 2 times, and I have a bunch of links down there. I know, including one that's the Tim Peeler story, where there was a good investigation where she went out, or him. He went out and went to the area and saw the whole location, and this is part of a screen grab from that.
Okay.
So you can see the whole thing for yourself. Okay, so you guys can go and watch that later.
Cool.
1, 2, 3, 4. I think I put 4 links down there to interesting Tim Peeler stuff. But also, one thing that was completely different is that he claimed that he thought the creature had 6 fingers on each hand.
Oh, that's new. Yeah.
That's something different, right?
It is.
Yeah.
That's a new
one. Never enough. John, you're funny. Sorry, I drink a lot, but never enough to poke a 9-foot dude in the belly.
That's a good point. Yeah.
So, you have to take it for what it is, right? He claims that he had a dog that was in heat, or 2 dogs that were in heat, and he believes that the Bigfoot came in because of that. He had it locked up, and that was the reason that the Bigfoot was going towards his dogs. So he has a
definitely
story.
Real calls. Yeah, they're definitely real calls. So.
It was definitely a real call, and it really happened. But there's a ton of videos out there. Everybody has taken his story and done something up on it. So I picked the ones that I thought were the most interesting about him. He also claims that earlier in the day, he was calling coyotes. And that might have also drawn the Bigfoot in.
Oh. Okay.
And he proclaims himself a mountain man. So, yeah, the dog was going to have a bad night for sure. But interesting. Either way, it was Sergeant Mark from the Cleveland County Sheriff's Office made the comment about taking that. See, what else does he say here? A little bit here and there, but you guys can go check that out. I left you all the links. Let's see what this is here. Was there dogs barking at all in the background? Mountain men don't call police. There was.
Good point.
In the background. He had a bunch of dogs. Does this guy know Freddie? Freddie Caney? Are you talking about Freddie Caney? So funny you mentioned that because I saw an old video of his today that came out of nowhere. That's me. I climbed what? Wait. That's me. I climbed all the Northeast 67 high peaks. Okay. So that was Tim Peeler. Move on to the next one. We're already almost going at 6. So the next one's another goodie. Let's see. I gotta move over here. Oh, you scared me. Yeah. Sorry. Okay. Let's see. What am I trying to do here? That's so rudely interrupted. Okay.
Cleveland County 911. I don't know if I.
Oh, there it goes. Jerry Klein. Who remembers Jerry Klein? You remember Jerry Klein?
I don't remember if I played.
Where you at? My guy Pepper's trying to put my damn pad on with a huge. Okay, where are you at? Yeah. Sir, I need your. Yeah, I understand something's going on. What's the address? Monroe Mills Road. Okay, I got you that time. Hey! I got 2 more numbers here. I just closed the one here and come back around the other side. Okay, I got 42. That's not the right tag. 4,200 units. Callers advising Bigfoot is trying to push his trailer over. Oh my gosh! She tried to shove it over again. Something's going on. Okay. I have officers on the way down there. I have 3 of them coming down there. What's your name, sir? What's your name? My name is Jerry Klein. Jerry what? Jerry Klein. C-L-I-N-E. Thank you. flashlight up. I got the flashlight on now, and I got 10 members in here. Just come in. Oh my God, we're shifting around again. Come on, get it out. Let me get out here. Robert Nora, 9421. 4 dogs under my car. And I ain't got a shotgun or nothing out here. Get the fuck out of here. Come on. Now, are you armed at all, sir? No, I'm not. I'm nothing. But you can try and tell the truth, but they probably tip it over if they want to. The 42 under 5 minutes. Fucking get out of here. You have no weapon. Okay, Jerry, I got officers on the way, buddy. You said you saw somebody looking in your window? Two big red eyes. 2 big red eyes? Yeah, just like the one he was August. Okay. And you said you were asleep before this and they woke you up? Yeah, stay away, please. My dog got in my car.
So there we go. That
he definitely sounded scared of something.
He does really sound scared of something. Now there was a lot of controversy with Jerry. It had already been 7 years now, around there.
Oh.
And he fought with a lot, but he was a Bigfoot researcher. Okay, he was an investigator, and so Jerry had parked his homemade camper near a cornfield in Knox County, Ohio, and he had a dog with him. And I remember him saying that he did have a few beers, and he was trying to enjoy the evening. He put his fire out. He went to bed when suddenly the trailer began to rock back and forth. Okay, so he was alone in the dark, called 911, and he later gave a statement that he had had 6 beers. This is the one with the 6 beers that night, and that he was drunk and he had slurred speech. However, there was more, according to his medical records, that he had had a stroke and had caused a lot of slurred speech.
Okay.
Due to that. So kind of keep that also. And he does talk, see him normally, kind of a little bit slurred speech. But you have to also consider being woken up in the middle of the night, half asleep and scared, and you might.
I want to say I heard another call from him. It wasn't as like it wasn't as wild or anything, and he's telling them like something's messing with him, and he says that he's a Bigfoot researcher in that call. But yeah, if there's more than one, that's kind of interesting that he's just kind of calling for different. Yeah, it's weird to me. Yeah, I'm familiar with his name, but I think it was from another call that I've heard.
Let me see, but today I think Brent told me he's not into the Bigfoot thing at all. He's completely out now, and he does something with race cars or something to do with that. So
to me, he sounded more scared than the Kitsap one, to be honest with you. But yeah,
am I in the wrong? I am. So, right. This is the photo that was also famous for Jerry Klein. He had put this one out, and caused a lot of. It kind of looks so funny. It looks like it has a bear head to me, or
I was gonna say it's got some mask on or something.
Yeah, or like my cat head that I wear for Halloween. You guys, it kind of looks like one of those. kind of heads. He also had this one that claimed he's the only one who had this specific.
I don't see anything.
Yeah, I know. That's how his was. Now, the other controversy is that he used to get online and he would be drunk and he would clamor on about the FBI and blah, blah, blah. Well, the FBI supposedly stormed his house or he woke up and all of his stuff was missing. He didn't have any of his videos and all of his casts were broken on the floor. You know, and there's a video of that out there that with the cast just shattered on the floor. So it was a lot of stuff. He made not a lot of friends, and there were a lot of videos out there kind of arguing back and forth.
Okay.
A lot of name calling and stuff like that. But
yeah, Ohio's a weird place. I'm not, I've always thought it was an interesting place there. Yeah, a lot of folklore there.
Okay. Let's see what we've got.
Okay.
This one here, which is the San Antonio, Texas homeless woman. And this one, we all know, kind of got the start of Rick Dyer, got in the ear of Rick Dyer, who he says he went and investigated this, which started the whole Home Depot trip and him going out into the woods over there and possibly seeing, that Bigfoot that later came on shooting Bigfoot. And the one where it's like attacking him. So let me pull that one up for you. I
can't understand you, sir.
don't know why it does that. Okay. Oh, you know what this is? This is a video also from Jerry Klein. He had this one out and it was a little video. So let me play that. He says this. I'm going to turn the volume off because you don't see anything anyway. I mean, hear anything unless you guys want it on. Where does it happen? No, right there. Okay. Something starts like moving its arm or something out the side.
Okay. I see that. Yeah. I mean, that's almost looks like it's
This
on
was
cue.
Also, yeah. He's like just kind of like, ooh.
Yeah.
I forgot I had this one. This is also.
You can't tell much from that.
So that just keeps that yeah. Okay, and here's the San Antonio.
Police, fire, or EMS. I'm not real sure, ma'am. I just watched the biggest critter. It was a critter, but it smelled real bad. I'm a homeless female. I live right in the middle of the woods, around 151, just north of Claiborne. 1604 where the light is. This big thing was 75 feet away from me, smelled awful, devoured a whole deer carcass, and then took off and, like, screamed, screeched, and took off across the street. and I know you guys are going to think I'm crazy, but I'm dead serious. There was something very big, a lot bigger than me, out here. So, it's probably somebody should know. I really don't know what you can do about it. How long ago did this happen? I want, like, immediately. Like, yeah. I don't know. Animal control. I mean, it's... Okay, again, now tell me, where was it? This is at 151 in Calabria? Okay, yeah, like, the light at 151, just up from Calabria on 1604, where 1604 split, and you can get off on the access road to Calabria, or you can take 151. Right. That light right there is, yes, right in there. It is a very large, hairy animal of some kind. Now, was it standing
the
on
closest
two
I could
or
find
four?
to where she
Well, I told
talking
you it
about
was
the
standing on two
little
legs.
wooded area,
You're gonna think I'm crazy,
you know,
but I'm
because
serious.
they're
It
smack
ran
dab in the
off
middle of this
at
thing.
breaking limbs and
Oh
trees.
yeah, I've been through
And it
there many times.
kind of screeched, howled, and a very creepy, scary thing. Because, like I said, I live in a tent. We're in the woods, so
You
I
live
never.
in a tent?
Yes, ma'am. I'm a homeless
He
female.
doesn't sound
I live
too
in a
scared.
tent in the woods, and I just saw this freaky, scary, very large creature devour a deer and run off across the road.
I found it interesting because then you
I
hear a
don't know. Is
guy
there any way that we
talking
can
in
have
the
an officer
background
contact
too.
you? Yeah, I guess
And
it's this number.
I've never known
But I'd really
for
prefer like animal control or somebody bigger than me.
anybody who's
But
been down
I
and out
appreciate it. I
homeless
just thought
wanting
somebody
to
should
be
know
involved with
that
the
there's a
police,
very large
and
animal
especially wanting
in the
to
vicinity.
disclose
Now, the
that
deer
they're
was walking
squatting
around and,
where they probably
the deer
shouldn't
was
be,
dead.
you know.
And
Exactly.
it got devoured. It was a
She's
carcass.
saying she watched him
Okay,
devour
and
a
do you
deer
see
carcass. Like,
signs
you sat there? How long did it take? Like, what is it?
of a
Like,
dead deer, blood, or
you
whatever?
watched him eat the whole thing?
Actually, ma'am, I'm not gonna go check it out right at the moment. Is that okay? That's fine. I'm waiting for daylight. I don't own anything but a machete and a hatchet, so I'm kind of creeped out. I just thought, like I said, I thought somebody should know there's a very large something big enough to eat a deer and as a predator. Are you with someone there? Yes, ma'am. Did they see it too? Yes, ma'am. How about if I have an officer contact you guys out there? I'm not gonna leave my camp right at the moment. I mean, if they want to come look at the light, she wants an officer to meet us. Yeah. We're not leaving where we're at, is what we're trying to say. I'm a little bit scared, and it's raining, and I just want somebody to maybe check it out in the morning when it's not dark. Well, animal control, dude. What I can do right now is I can have an officer patrol.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and stop this one because it's 8 minutes long. It's a really long one.
That kind of raises some questions too. That it's 8 minutes long.
Yeah, they sit there, and at the end, you can hear her boyfriend, her friend, whoever he is, also talking about it was over there, it was coming this way, or whatever he's saying. He's trying to collaborate what she's saying.
A lot of red flags for this one too, and I actually did a FOIA for this one. I'll talk about that here in a minute, but again, she said she watched it devour a deer. Like, you sat there for how long and watched it devour a deer? Like, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. The operator asked her to check it out, which I don't think any operator would want someone to try and diffuse the situation. They would probably be like, stay where you are, don't do whatever, don't try to escalate the situation. That didn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Weird questions. Again, some leading questions, it sounded like to me.
What's going? Oops, shoot. I wanted to stop on the actual picture. I should have put the map on. It's not letting me do it.
And San Antonio does have a long history of Bigfoot activity, but this one just seemed really tainted from the beginning. This call, at least.
Yeah. Right. So up on the upper right is Culebra Road, which links up to the 410, which is what she was talking about. And if you go a little bit further down the 410, that's where you have what is it, the 151 access road. So
I'm really
this
familiar
was
with
the
that
closest. 1604. Wish it would show me where I'm at. Oh, okay, here we go. Because if you look, you see the 151 down there at which tracks, right to left. Well, right below that is the Home Depot. Okay. And that's significant because that's where Rick Dyer said that a bunch of homeless people lived around the Home Depot and they had a sighting and he was going to go check it out. Well, it wasn't direct behind the Home Depot. Okay. There was businesses all around the Home Depot. And in fact, right behind the Home Depot it's cleared. It's a cleared area. So it's actually was down the road a little ways, not directly behind the Home Depot, which I never knew.
Yeah.
I just took for his word that, he went around the corner and it was right there. It was down the road a ways. Is the biggest, and that is the biggest forested area smack dab in the middle there. If you see here, it is kind of maybe on the west side of San Antonio, starting to get into the rural part, but still surrounded by major population.
Oh, yeah. Right. No, that's a busy area. A lot of construction going on to this day. Yeah.
Yeah. Oops. So let me see. Let me look at the person taking the call. If it was a dispatch, usually they get the facts, call it out and say, stay on the line until the police show up. That's the end of the dispatch asking. But I think they said that it was not a non-emergency.
She did say that at the beginning,
time.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a non-emergency. And so they pretty
And
much
again,
just
this is kind of like it's weird kind of when you consider the timing. Like this came out around the same time the documentary started shooting. A lot of, could that be a coincidence or was that planned? Right in the same area where Rick Dyer lived, like that's just kind of, a little too close there.
Well, he traveled anyway. He traveled there.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah, but he went to the Walmart that I can also show you in one of the other photos. There's a Walmart there where he purchased the ribs that he nailed to the tree that brought in the Bigfoot that he ended up shooting, right? And then he bagged it up and he was going to send it out, but the FBI or the Men in Black took it, okay? And he no longer had it anymore. But he had the shooting Bigfoot crew there from the BBC, was filming him and had that one picture of the face coming at him, or coming at the film crew guy. What was his name again?
I don't remember his name. He had an interesting name.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I can't remember.
I don't remember.
Yeah. So, and that, was the Bigfoot. But Hank came a little bit later because then he paid the 15 grand or 10 grand, whatever it was, to have Hank made, and then decided to tour Hank around after that. So,
yeah, and like I said, I did a FOIA request on this one, hoping to get the call sheet hoping to get the actual hard copy of the phone call, pretty much just to get any information. And when I submitted it to the county and everything, they said that they didn't have any calls that they weren't aware of. They weren't aware of this call. So
yeah. That's interesting that they're not aware of it. It does sound legit, like a legit call to me, but I don't know. Kind of crazy.
No, it's they did not have this call on file or any information about it on file. And it wasn't that long ago. It was in the 2000s, so a lot of the digital databases for some of these sheriff's departments, they only go back to the 90s. But you would think there would be something. But
Jennifer. The girl's name is Jennifer, and it was in 2009. According to all the stuff I have, it happened in 2009.
I believe that's right. Yeah. And like I said, San Antonio does have a history of activity there. In the 70s, they had more than a rash of sightings. Multiple people were claiming to have seen something, but that was on the south side of San Antonio, not on the west side where these calls were.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was trying to think of the forest on the east side. What's on the east side? That's not. That's
a Pedernales, I think. Pedernales, maybe.
Is that
State
what it
Park
is?
or something like that. Maybe. I could be wrong.
There's a lot. There's a lot of.
Yeah, there is. Oh, maybe you're thinking of the Canyon State Park out there. The Natural Canyon State Park, I think is what it's called.
Yeah, I think so.
It's
I don't know. There's a lot, and they weave
there's a
weird.
lot.
You look at Texas and their state parks; they're just not like a circle, and that's one state park. They weave around the waterways. I noticed.
I was gonna say that. Yeah, they which is a smart idea. Yeah, beautiful parks all the way up from the south, to the north. Yeah.
Alrighty then. We're still going. We've got I got two more here.
Okay.
So let's see. Next we have
Didn't realize there were so many 911 calls.
There's a few, but you start to get into weird ones. And I started like, no, that's fake. That some that you could tell were fake. And I would just let him go. So next we're gonna go to the Bedford County Bigfoot with the baby. And this one's yeah, that's right. Kind of short because I took out it was in the middle of a news feed type of thing. So let's say
I know this is going to sound crazy, but I went back and checked, and there were prints of Bigfoot with a baby.
There were what?
It was a Bigfoot with a baby, and I did see some footprints. And the stride was longer than anything I could make. And the baby was looking right at me. Have you ever gotten other reports like this?
I've never had a call like this in my life.
So that one's short and sweet, but
short and sweet.
Yeah, so in September of 2015, in Bedford County, Virginia, was this lady was claiming that she had seen something out of the ordinary 2 days earlier. Okay, so she didn't call right away. And so I don't know if you want to count that as a red flag or not. I don't know. But she wanted to make a record of it. So I don't know. Maybe she went home and her husband said, "Oh, you should call the police." I don't know. She says she knows it's going to sound crazy. And she explains that she was driving down Route 43 towards, I think she says Peaks of Otter. I don't know. Okay, I couldn't verify. I can't verify that. Around 11:40 p.m. So it was dark at night, and she had her headlights hit something strange past Turkey Mountain Road, and just before a bridge. So we could actually probably locate this with those directions.
Yeah, sounds like it. Yeah.
I didn't do that. I was running out of time. So anyway, and she says that the Bigfoot had a baby and that the baby was looking straight at her and that it was only a face a mother could love, that it looked like Chewbacca. She had said that it looked like the face of Chewbacca. She said the next day when she went back, she found tracks and that she wore a size 8 shoe and she could put 2 of her feet alongside it.
Well, she must have got awesome pictures of that. Oh no.
I didn't find any pictures of the
surprise. Wow, okay.
I don't think I did on this one. No. I didn't find any tracks on that one. So, and I think that was it. And that, and another thing she says is that the Bigfoot was holding the baby exactly the way a human would hold a child on their side.
Wow. Okay.
So interesting. There was
you
some
would think
fat.
it would be more more monkey-like with it like hanging onto the back or something. I don't know.
Grabbing them, you know.
That sounds cooler.
But I don't think anybody went and investigated that or drove out there to check that out. You know, I highly doubt that they did that.
I think you're right.
So, that was the Bedford County, Virginia 911. What do you guys think? Real or not real? I think it's real. I think it's the lady did that call.
Oh, you think it's legit?
Yeah, I think she's a little bit older. Yeah. She sounds a little bit older. I mean,
it didn't sound like she was. I don't know. She sounded honest. It didn't sound like anything, you know. She wasn't claiming anything too crazy, I guess. Like it, I don't know.
Yeah. What is going on over here? Let me see. Oh, okay. So Curious Cryptid says, no matter, Trackway is right. If you make a fake call to an actual 911 service, you may find yourself charged, which is true, making a false charge.
Absolutely.
So you can't do that. Trackway says, but then that impersonation of law enforcement, which is also a felony, if they faked this whole thing, you know, they're faking to be a authority. So yeah, it's a whole bunch. I don't think it's faked. But like you said, I didn't get a FOIA, you know. Maybe there's another one for you to try to get a FOIA.
The thing that all these things are missing is that report, you know. If we had that, we would know for a fact whether or not most of these
it came from September of 2015. I'm not sure if I have the actual September 2015 is the only thing I've. Oh, I do. September 9th at 11:40 p.m.
There you go.
So actual date.
Yeah, that helps. That definitely helps. Yeah, having a date. Yeah.
So interesting. Anyway.
Yeah, might have to dig into that one.
Did I not print that out too? Let me see something. Oh, I did right here. See if I missed anything. Nope. We talked about it all. Okay, let's move on to one more. Or do I have two more? Oops.
I think you got all the ones that I'm familiar with, so I'm not sure which other ones these would be.
This is the So that's that one. It was another
Oh, I
fast.
couldn't hear anything. Did you play it?
Oh, you didn't hear anything? Did you guys
No, I
hear
didn't
anything
hear it.
out there?
Oh, I thought you were getting it ready. I didn't hear anything.
Oh, no, I was playing it. Dead air. Dead air.
Yeah, I didn't hear it.
Do you hear me now, though? Do
I
you
hear
hear
you
me
now.
now?
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah. I hear
No
you. Yeah,
audio.
yeah.
They're telling me no audio.
I hear you. No audio call.
Okay, wait. Do you hear me, though?
I hear you. I hear you. I did not hear the call.
Okay, you hear me. Do they hear me? Pump it up. Oh, you mean it was just too low?
I couldn't hear it at all.
Okay, you hear me. You just couldn't hear the audio of what I played, which is at the
Correct.
same level I've had all the other ones. So, okay. Thank you guys. I was confused. Let me try one more time. Maybe I hit a mute on this one. Let me see. You hear it now?
No.
There, Bigfoot.
Oh, no, I hear it. I hear it now.
Bigfoot, right?
Oh,
That's affirmative. He has evidence proving Bigfoot. He would like a police officer somewhere.
okay.
Yeah, Mr. Winesickle, 97 Spruce Street. Negative. CE called 911 advising he contacted the Game Commission. They haven't called back. He wants a police officer to come to his residence. He apparently has some proof there of Bigfoot. Bigfoot, right? That's affirmative. He has evidence proving Bigfoot. He would like a police officer somewhere. But there are burner leaves. There's a large amount of smoke in that area.
There's that one. I had it on the wrong screen, so I was hearing it, but you guys weren't.
Yeah,
yeah.
that was interesting. That sounded like they were on walkie-talkies, though.
Didn't it?
Yeah.
So this one I put at the end because I didn't have a whole lot of background on this one at all. It's just a Pennsylvania 911 Bigfoot audio. And I found it on the bigfootreport.com, and he's got a YouTube channel and he does random stuff like this. And I did put that down in the description so you guys can check that out, and maybe one of y'all can vet that information out. But I just didn't have time to do that.
Oh.
So I don't know, but
yeah, I mean, it sounded like
it had pictures with it. It had pictures associated with it.
And I did see the call log there, the report.
Yeah,
but he cut it off before it got to the good stuff.
Everything. Oh yeah. Well, that's all that they really showed. Because
oh really?
It was
okay.
Yeah. So you'll have to go to the full video, which I have linked below.
Okay.
And see what else is there.
Does it have a full picture of it, or is that the same thing as the video?
I don't think so. I think I took exactly what it had.
You're missing the juiciest parts. Like, what happened? Like, he's got the location, he's got everything, but what happened?
I want to keep it a secret. I want to keep it.
That was weird.
So,
like, we didn't get the original call, did we? That sounded like just the communications.
Yeah, Mr. Winesickle, 97 Spruce Street.
Oops.
Negative. CE called 911 advising he contacted the Game Commission. They haven't called back. He wants a police officer to come to his residence. He apparently has some proof there of Bigfoot. Bigfoot,
None
right?
of them are saying over.
That's affirmative. He has evidence proving Bigfoot. He would like a police officer somewhere.
Yeah. Okay, there. I stopped it right on the thing.
Okay,
but,
yeah. So they're missing all the good stuff. Like, that's just a screenshot of the location. But what was the call? There has to be an incident summary there or something. And there's not.
But there Burley, there's a large amount of smoke in that area.
It's not gonna take it.
Okay, call notes.
It stops right before the call notes.
Wow. I'll have to look at that to see if it actually shows the whole thing. Definitely sounds like a police talking to each other. Yeah.
I don't hear any laughing though on that one. You know, like chuckles or anything.
I don't think it's, to me it doesn't. I'm not gonna. I don't really have too much confidence in this one. To be fair, just because where's the original call from? You know.
Right. I didn't either. I had that one down at the bottom of the list.
Are these like the footprints? Are they from their police report or the guys that he took? Like,
I don't know. It was all associated on this video that I found. So it does say up at the top, follow up to the Bigfoot report number 18. So I don't know.
Okay.
But interesting nonetheless. Yeah.
It is. It is. Yeah. Yeah.
This. If there really is all this stuff, then that could be quite a, a case to put out.
Right.
I don't have all that information. I did not gather all that. So
that's interesting.
And I have 2 more on here, but these are for fun. Okay.
Uh-oh.
About 4 or 5 years ago, there was a channel called Beermebigfoot, and he did comedy stuff. But in the midst of looking up 911 calls for the last 3 or 4 days, this one came up and I had never seen it before. So I didn't realize that it was a funny. Okay. So
Negative.
There we go. There we go. Oh, this was the famous dash cam. I threw it in there just in case anybody wanted to see it again. You guys want me to play it or just move on? It's because I put it in my promo. Here we go.
In Jersey State Park, police dash cam and body cam caught a Bigfoot on video.
Go ahead. Looks like he may be coming up on our westbound exit line. You want him to straight on the freeway? Can you get him on the westbound side somehow? Do you have
Uh-oh, you guys aren't seeing anything?
I'm seeing it. It's playing.
Fine. Come on down here.
New Jersey
to the elements down there on the westbound side that are turning the traffic around. Don't let anybody through. Not even.
So yeah, this guy has a ton of these videos that he did for a little while and he just stopped. So yeah. But they're funny, he wasn't trying to fake anybody. It just was all for fun there. So there's another one too that he does that probably that same night they did like 3 or 4, running around with that Bigfoot suit.
Right.
So anyway, we are at 6:30. Let's move on to show me what you got.
Show me what you got.
Jim, you heard them said, show me what you got.
Whew, forgot I had the volume up all the way. Blow my ears off. Okay, so it's kind of a light week. There wasn't a whole lot going on out on Facebook. I didn't get anything from anybody, but this thing has been going around again, and people have been claiming it all over the place. Appalachia and in Washington and what was the other one?
I thought it was from like South America or something.
Well, I tried to backtrack this thing, okay, and it shows 3 creatures, whatever you want to call them, running around, hanging on the trees, jumping up and down off that, I don't know what that cement thing is on the side there. And here's another look at it. To me, it looks like, a person just blacked out, muddied up or something. And when I went to go looking for this thing, it was all over the world. Okay. Not just the US. The majority of this thing being posted was Ghana, South Africa, it was Thailand and the Philippines, all over. Okay. And I clicked on some, but you really risk getting a virus when you do that from outside the country. And because I did that last week, I got a virus I had to take care of because I did that. And so you have to be careful. Paraguay, there's one there from Paraguay. And the earliest I could find it was May, I believe, of 2022. So it's been around, but it's been around outside the US longer than here. So it didn't come from anywhere in the US. And oh, okay. Whoa. Everybody likes to text me during the show. Why? Why? So it, you got to be careful with this stuff. I think it's all bogus. It's just, they're trying to get clicks and stuff like that. And they do that a lot in Southeast Asia. They do that. So just be wary, know that you can look this stuff up. And I was really surprised as well as some of these, you click it and it would send you straight to their page. It wouldn't send you to any story about that photo at all. I'm like, how do you do that? How do you link your page to a photo? I want to do that. Every time
got all the tricks,
on something, it'll shoot you to your own page. So I was getting like, this is crazy. It's just ridiculous. And I don't think they really care about debunking anything over there.
Oh, no. Yeah.
The ones I did find that had chats underneath they all knew it was fake. They were all talking like, haha, funny, type of thing. Yeah. Not serious. And I had to use translation thing. I was copying and pasting these things so that I could translate what I was reading. So just be careful.
Yeah, didn't really nothing impressive there I saw.
I did find one video that was like clear. It was clear. It was like a first generation copy.
Okay. Wow.
You could really see, these screen grabs are from it because, later, the more you copy and do stuff like that, the worse the resolution gets. But this one was really clear. So there you go. That is that. Let's move on again. Uh-oh. What do we got today? We have got Dread Central is got Tahoe Joe 2 coming out. So after popular social media influencer goes missing in the Tahoe National Forest, filmmakers Michael Rock and Dylan Brown set out on a rescue mission, but get more than what they bargained for when returning to the famous hunting grounds of Tahoe Joe. Now, I never saw Tahoe Joe 1, so I don't know, but it is one of those hokey thriller scary Bigfoot movies, and I don't know. I'll see if I'll check it out, and then I'll if I can find them for free. I'm not gonna pay for them.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe I have to use Brent's onion something, whatever he uses, to see these things.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'll do a quick review of it.
Cool.
So what it says here is that he had the pleasure of watching Tahoe Joe, and while I didn't prefer it over the previous outing, it was still a good time. Some twists and turns, plenty of Tahoe Joe, and the bromance between the two leads continues to be the connective tissue, keeping everything together. Looking forward to the full review in the future. Tahoe Joe drops on POV Horror and Bigfoot TV on May 27th, 2024, with a to-be release planned down the road. So there you go.
Well, yeah. Something to watch.
I kind of like the name. It's kind of catchy. Tahoe Joe.
Tahoe Joe. Yeah, that is a catchy name. Oh, okay. Not bad. Have you seen...
Yeah.
I haven't seen anybody talking about it, but it's a pilot that they released. It's called Bigfoot and Jeff.
Oh yes, I think I had that on my show.
Oh, did you?
A couple
Okay,
weeks ago.
it's pretty funny.
It's kind of funny. Yeah, it's
like
funny.
It, yeah,
it is
cool
funny.
concept. Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I had it. I think like 2 shows
Okay.
ago, maybe.
Okay. I must have missed
put
it.
that out on there. And then I forgot about it. I haven't gotten anything from it. So, what do we got next? So, the Chronicle says that Elba Market Country Store's giant new Bigfoot statue welcomes visitors to the 118-year-old building. And I just thought that was pretty impressive Bigfoot.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, whoa, look at
A
that.
lot of work.
Kind of looks like you, Curious. His face right there. Full beard, full on beard.
Yeah.
So
is
this
that made
says
of wood? They carved that?
Kind of looks like it, huh?
It does look like they carved it or something.
Well, a small unincorporated community of Elba has only 53 current residents who call it home. The cozy mountain town now has a new greeter welcoming visitors passing through on their way to Mount Rainier. Oh, so here you go. Brent can go to Mount Rainier and take a first-hand shot of this one. The giant Bigfoot statue is named Howard. Howard the Bigfoot stands in front of the Elba Market Country Store and is approximately 14 feet tall.
Dang.
Yeah, that's pretty big. So the Mount Rainier Bigfoot is his official name, but around the country store, we call him Howard. His cowboy hat is removable. We'll change it out for different holiday themes and stuff like that. That is a great idea.
Cool.
They can
it is, yeah.
Santa hat on him or
I think
Halloween.
more people are going to start. They're going to steal that idea. You're going to see more sculptures with that feature.
I think that's cool. Well, probably somebody's going to try to steal that hat, probably.
Yeah, you might be right. Yeah.
You know, people.
That's cool.
So anyway, it's a very long article. I'm pretty sure I put that down in the description. You guys are welcome to go and check that out.
Very cool.
And the last one I just thought was a funny little take, funny little thing. It's a elusive creature caught on camera in Colorado. See why someone named it Bigfoot. So, oh man, I don't think I put the other pictures, did I? No, I didn't. It's a lynx.
Okay. I was gonna say it looked like a cat.
Yeah, it's a lynx, and he's got really big paws. You can see it there. The wildlife camera was set up last fall as part of a proactive lynx monitoring thing.
Cool.
And the lynx are federally threatened and state endangered, but thanks to the reintroduction efforts, Colorado is now home to approximately 150 to 250 lynx.
Very cool.
That's a great thing.
We got bobcats down here. We don't have any lynx.
Yeah, bobcats. I have a hard time. I don't know. I just don't pay attention to which is which. The lynx are the ones with the tuffy ears, right?
I think so, yeah. Did I freeze?
The tuffy ears. So, we're almost done, folks. Hang on. So on today, be on the lookout. Next week, I have got Scott and Hannah coming on. So you guys are going to want to be here next week where they come on and we're going to talk a little Squatch. Who knows what the main topic is going to be, but they're a lot of fun and I'm happy to have been involved with them in the Bigfoot Roundtable, which we weren't able to have this last month. We were going to reschedule, but we'll probably just have a brand new one coming in June. Okay. They've been a lot of busy. They do all the circuits and all the Bigfoot festivals and stuff like that up in the Pacific Northwest. So, but they saved me some time for next Sunday. So I hope you all are here to join me. What happened to Eric? He bounced. Oh, and I want to wish my husband a happy anniversary live. It's our 24th wedding anniversary tomorrow. And I talked to him today. I'm going to talk to him tomorrow too. But I love you. I miss you. I'm happy things are going so well and better than expected. And look forward to the end of the year when we get to see you again. So, love you and I missed you very, very much. Oh, there he is. You're back. I turned around and you were gone.
I know. It's like, I don't know what happened.
So,
missed that.
Yeah, I just was wishing my husband a happy anniversary for tomorrow. Awesome. And he will not like that I put his picture up there. He's gonna hate it. He's gonna hate it for sure. And that's it, guys. We did the whole show. What do you guys think? Anybody got any last questions for Eric? What do you got coming up?
Yeah, I actually got quite a bit coming up here. Talking about the 911 stuff, I actually have 2 FOIA requests that I should be receiving back. Both of them are actually involving Bigfoot 911 calls. One was from Michigan, and it was apparently I believe a woman thinks she might have captured something on her Ring camera or whatever, the door camera, security camera. So I'm trying to get the call for that. And if there's video, I really hope to be able to get a piece of that video if it's out there. And then the other one I'm doing is one in Colorado where I've heard the sheriff actually talk about it. He said that he received a call where these people were on a trail and a Bigfoot actually jumped out in front of them, and he dispatched sheriff's deputies out to that area. So hoping to get that call too. That's really what I'm working on right now. Nice. And then I actually had just posted on my community tab about some documents that I actually received about the Beast of Bray Road incident. I had done a FOIA on the Beast of Bray Road documents and to see if there were any documents, sheriff's documents. And to my surprise, there were actually a few pages of it. So yeah,
wow.
I have that on my community tab. So yeah. And
that whole thing is just
so
Baker, you know.
it's some weird stuff going on there. There was I might make a video about it or do a live update. Because that one just it's really hard to explain some of that stuff without kind of the context. But yeah, I've been working on a lot of stuff, trying to gather some data and just keep pushing forward, to be honest with you.
Yeah, good. No, we appreciate all the hard work you do and all the investigations and the thoroughness and the receipts. They make a difference.
Sure.
They make a difference to a lot of us. They make a difference to the people who watch me and our group. So Thank you very much for doing that.
No, well,
And thanks.
You hit 1,000 subs, and I got to congratulate you on that, because you weren't really putting out any clickbaity stuff. You weren't fabricating accounts. You were just being 100% honest, and you may have ruffled some feathers there, but I'm sure you gained a lot more subscribers. Honestly,
Yeah,
so, and it shows.
Occasionally,
You've got a really loyal base here that ask a lot of
I
awesome
do.
questions. And,
Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys showing up every Sunday, and I hope I make it a little bit fun for you. And I know some of this stuff is a real repetitive, but I try to look at it a different way. If I'm going to do it again, I'll have some new take on it, and just to come and have fun. And you guys are always on your phones looking at all this stuff, so might as well be watching me.
There you go. It's a good way to look at it. Awesome.
Yeah, so we'll have fun with it, and hopefully I'll be coming out with some more content for you as I go out. There are fires up on the mountain here in Cloudcroft, so they had some road closures. I just got notified that they're open now. Things look like they have things under control for right now, and so hopefully I can get up there a couple of times coming up soon here in June. And but I am also going to start preparing for my trip to Canada. Yeah. And everybody, fingers crossed that my passport gets here in time. So with that said, thank you again. I need to go to a completely different screen. Hold on, guys. I can't shut it down. I have so much stuff in here. I don't even know what to do with it all. But again, I love you guys. Thank you. And remember to subscribe. Hit that like button. Don't forget to share it. That's the most important part. Share it. Sharing is caring, folks. And if you want the perks, hit up that membership button. And we'll see you guys in the next chat.